Minor adjustments are dedicated to preventing and reducing crime. Our primary purpose is to teach men or women how to make the minor adjustments that are necessary in their lives, which will allow them to obtain and maintain a productive lifestyle after incarceration and or rehabilitation. Our motto is anywhere but backwards. Everybody say anywhere but backwards. The words in that mission statement, it says to obtain, and the other one is maintain. Listen to me. To obtain means to come into the possession of something. Maintain means to keep it in existence. Listen. The reason why I say that, everybody say to obtain my sobriety is easy.
To obtain my sobriety is easy.
Our challenge is to maintain it. Say to obtain our sobriety is easy.
To obtain my sobriety is easy.
Our challenge is to maintain it. To attain our sobriety is easy. Our challenge is to maintain it. Welcome everybody to the Minor Adjustment Virtual Group. My name is Michael Mickey Williams Jr. And as always, every time I hear my own self saying those words, to attain our sobriety is easy. Our challenge is to maintain it. I can never hear those words enough. So we want to make sure everybody understand that our motto, the minor adjustments model, is anywhere but backwards. I want to again welcome everybody to the Minor Adjustments Virtual Group. Wherever you're logged on at, whoever's participating, I hope you're having a great day. As always, I would like to put in, let me put in the comment sections. I would like to put in one, I want to put in there the abilities for anybody who would like to possibly take my online course to become a minor adjustments facilitator. I'll put that in there for you guys. I'm also going to put in there the link to our website, because we have a host of different things that you can go to our website and check out. And a lot of times individuals might want to see what we're doing. And so I'll put that link in there so you can go to the website and see all types of things that we have available for individuals in the field of addiction, strongholds, criminal lifestyle, all those things in there, giant killing, all those types of things. What else I want to put in there? Also, the books that we be going over on this platform. I put a link in there for individuals who possibly would like to want to order some of the books that we are previewing or going through during this particular online course. Today we will be going picking out something from one of the books, the minor. We're going to be going through, this is the student's manual, and I have a few individuals who are going to be provided with the videos that they can look at to become minor adjustments facilitators. I want individuals to understand that facilitating the course of the minor adjustments is also require longevity or consistency in living away from things that we used to previously be struggling with. So you want to always remember that is a vital thing that you must do as a minor adjustments facilitator. But let's check out some more of the things that we have here. Let me see. All right, that's good. So let me see. Let's go to our mission statement. I think let's go to my mission statement here. What we was just watching on the video. The video we was just watching, I made this statement, but I want to pull over, pause, and park for a moment right here. It says minor adjustments is dedicated to preventing and reducing crime. Our primary purpose is to teach men or women how to make the minor adjustments that are necessary for their lives, which will allow them to obtain, watch this, and maintain a productive lifestyle after incarceration and or rehabilitation. Those two words, obtain and maintain, means to come into the possession of something. To maintain means to keep something in existence. And the reason why this is very important is because if you're like me, for multiple years, I will get off of the substance that I was struggling with, only to return back to the same things that I have previously been struggling with. And I put a lot of effort in trying to go to these facilities and get off of the substances and go to even when I got incarcerated, I would come home, or when I got incarcerated, I wasn't actively using, but as soon as I left out of the correctional facility, I will go right back to using. Somewhere during the course of my time and my spiritual development with God, I realized in August 2009, I realized that to attain my sobriety was actually the easy part. My problem I was having was maintaining my sobriety. What do I mean by that? Let me give you an example. That's a good question, and I'm glad you asked. In August 2009, which was the year that I last did a drug or alcohol or anything, August 2009. So it's been going on 15 years. Next August it'll be 16 years, I believe, right? Now watch this. From the time of August 2009 to August 2010, that 1 year anniversary, right? I didn't have to go obtain my sobriety in August 2010. I simply had to learn or connect with individuals that can help me develop to maintain the sobriety that I had obtained in August 2009. Why is that important? One of the things you wanted to develop is your spiritual network, your recovery support network, your family support network. You want to constantly continue to grow in the area to help you maintain what you have just obtained. So you don't have to go get sobriety no more. If you're in a facility right now, prayerfully, I don't care if it's your first day there or you've been there longer than 30 days. You now have your sobriety. So now you need to find programs. You need to find focus on your spiritual development, your faith. If you are a faith person, you need to develop your faith wherever you are. No matter if you're just getting in a program or you've been there for 30 days. All of these things have to be developed to help you maintain your sobriety. Now, I'm not speaking from something I read in the book, although I am a drug and alcohol counselor, certified drug and alcohol counselor now. But before I took the test to become a certified drug and alcohol counselor, I had 22 years of struggling with crack and cocaine and criminal lifestyle, right? Watch this. The 15 years removed from it, I never stopped trying to maintain it, even though I know by my faith I'm free, been set free by the blood of Jesus Christ. That's my faith security. I know I'm free from it, but I still had to not add to what had been done in my life. I had to live a life that I'm living, and I had to make sure I accumulated and added to my recovery support network that's standing on the foundation of my faith. Oh, I hope you understand that. So today we're going to go to, again, let me go back to the mission statement. Minor adjustments is dedicated. Watch this. I'm gonna unpack the mission statement for a moment. I want to first show you up top it says information plus application equals destination. So a lot of times, normally, when I'm doing a group, I ask individuals which one of those words do you believe is the most important. And out of the crowd, everybody, some would say information, some would say application, some would say destination. However, all three of the words are very important. But application is the one that stops you from going back and forth to jail and back and forth to rehabilitation centers, other than coming back as an alumni. So, because, I want you to come back as an alumni or come back as an individual to help the people who are just coming into the facility. Watch this. But application is the part that a lot of individuals struggling with substances or criminal lifestyle, that's the part that they having an issue with. Why do I say that? Because when I'm talking to some of my clients, I will never forget, they will always tell me Mr. Mike, I don't need you to tell me about recovery, rehab. I know the 12 steps. I was working the 12 steps. I got a high power. I got this. I got that. I know all of that, Mr. Williams. I know that. And I sit there after they finish going on their particular rant. I sit there and I tell them, I know you know that. I know you know that. I'm not even trying to teach you something new. I am the individual to try to teach you how to apply what you know. Because if you apply all the things that you're telling me you know, then you would not have put more drugs and alcohol in your body that can possibly kill you. So the problem with the information you already have is nothing. Actually, the information you have in this area of addiction is very great information. The problem you having is you don't know how to apply the information that you have. And this is why we created the Minor Adjustments Program. Minor Adjustments Program is not actually trying to get you new information. Minor Adjustments was created to try to get you to apply the information that you already know in regards to your recovery walk or your criminal lifestyle or your previous criminal lifestyle. Prayerfully, you're not still committing crime. But we're trying to help you apply it. So don't feel if anytime during the course of you taking any of my trainings, online videos, if you ever feel as if I'm talking down to you, I need you to cast that thought out of your head and say, no, he is trying to teach me how to apply what I already know. So some of you might be way educated than me. I've never been to college. Some of you probably got master's degrees, bachelor's degrees, and all that other stuff, right? That's awesome, right? But as long as you're not applying the information that you have, you'll still keep going in that cycle. And this is why our mantra is anywhere but backwards. Anywhere but backwards. We don't care what you have to go through going forward. We just want to help you, prevent you from going backwards. So today we're just going to, I'm going to let's look at a particular part in the book. Let me get it up here for a moment. We're going to look at a part in the book that it's an article. This particular article, I believe, if you have the book, it's on your page. It's on the screen. This was an article that was written by a dear friend of mine. His name was Jack Hummels. He has now transitioned and no longer are with us on this side of glory. So he came to a graduation that I had at the halfway house, even though this says a dozen inmates who are supposed to so shortly get out of Southwood State Prison. They were actually in a halfway house. Oh, it says it in the article. But anyway, during this particular graduation, where he did an article, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read some of the article, and as I read through the article, I'm going to allow or unpack certain things that stick out to me, and I'll give you different jewels, principles, if you will, different nuggets that will apply to your recovery walk, your criminal lifestyle walk. And these things might be things, I just mentioned this, it might be things you already know. And these things that you already know probably are not actually helping you because you're not applying what you already know. So let's look at it. It says the graduation ceremony for a dozen inmates who are supposed to be shortly get out of Southwood State Prison was held Friday morning at the Kentuck Halfway House. It's an 8-week course called the Minor Adjustments, created by Michael Mickey Williams Jr. and his wife Lernell. All the residents get certificates, right? All the residents got certificates, but there was no gowns, no hats, no graduation pictures, no palms, no music playing in the background. Watch this. all these things, none of this was happening when we did this first graduations, right? So in this article, all the things that wasn't happening at the graduation are now things that we added to the graduations. So now we have music, we have prompt and circumstances playing, we got the certificates and all of those things and bracelets. So we added to things that wasn't there when we initially started this particular program. Why is that important? This is a principle. I'm giving you a jewel right here. Some of the things you have acquired in your life might need you to readjust them. So what we used to do before, we didn't have all of these things added to the graduation. However, if you look on our YouTube page or look at any of our previous graduations, we have prompt and circumstances, bracelets, certificates, and everything. Why is this a big deal for me to point out? I'm trying to give you a principle or nugget that you can use. Whatever you have acquired up until this point in your life, what you know about your recovery walk, there is possibly something that you might need to modify. Oh man, listen. What you know this far got you where you are. Well, watch this. I'm trying to get you to go further than where you have been. And some of the things that you are so accustomed to doing, you need to modify. You need to make some minor adjustments. All right. So let me keep going. It says this was a graduation from one failed attempt at life, hopefully into one of success. Watch this. My purpose is greater than your struggle, says Williams, who spent 20 years as a drug user from Atlantic City to Bristol. We gave them bracelets that read, "Do you have the heart of a champion?" They all wanted a third bracelet. Watch this, y'all. One saying, "Anywhere but backwards." Now pay attention. When we first did the graduation, we didn't have graduation bracelets that said "anywhere but backwards." But if you just previously took one of our courses and we have a graduation, some of you might be tuned in right now, have a bracelet that says "anywhere but backwards." What am I trying to tell you? I'm showing you something that we didn't do previously, but now we are currently doing it. Why is that important? It's important because in your recovery walk, there are some things that you might have to add to what you already know. Or you might have been doing something one way and you just need to make a minor adjustments and do it another way. Can I give you a tip here? Watch this. Notice Michael and my wife never thought about having a bracelet called "Anywhere But Backwards." Notice the article points out that the students all wanted a third bracelet with it saying "Anywhere But Backwards." Notice I, the teacher, learned something from the students. Oh man, this is too good. Notice the idea of having "Anywhere But Backwards" bracelets didn't come from my wife and I, and we created the program. It came from the students in the class. Why am I saying that? And why am I pulled over and pausing and parking right here for a moment? It's because the information you have, you might be a student right now, but the information you have is vitally important that can possibly change another person's life. You have information in you that if you will apply it to your life, it can possibly put you in a position to give advice to somebody on a higher level. Oh man, you never even thought about that. I know you didn't. I know you never thought about. I know you never saw yourself possibly having an idea that you can share with somebody that might be on a different level, and they take your idea and do something with it. Notice the "Anywhere But Backwards" bracelet did not come from my wife and I. The "Anywhere But Backwards" bracelet came from one of the students. Why am I keep pounding this point? It's because whoever's watching this video right now, I don't know what you feel about yourself. I don't know how high your self-esteem might be. I don't know if you feel bad because you have been through this repeated cycle, but I am here today as a person to tell you, you have something in you that can possibly change somebody's life. Not only can it change somebody's life, it can also change your life. But you have to apply the information that you already have. I hope that helped you, because you might not have been feeling good today. It's possible that today you wasn't feeling too good about yourself. I don't know what your present situation might be. My only gift and my only purpose and the call that I have from God is to encourage individuals, not to put individuals down, and try to motivate them to go forward and don't go backwards anywhere but backwards. So let's look at another point here. The phrase is an explanation point, watch this, which William speaks, he gives at graduations. You are somebody. Oh man, I can't even believe this is the next line on this page, man. You see this? I was just telling the people who's viewing right now about how you are somebody and everything. But look at this. You are somebody. You are unique. You are special. You possess the heart of a champion. But watch this. But you must be willing to go anywhere but backwards, he screams, and then the crowd goes wild. See this, the reporter is writing, watch this, he's at the graduation and he's documenting what he's seeing at this graduation, right? So he says, this is what I had said to the students at that time. You are somebody, you are unique, you are special, you possess the heart of a champion, but you must be willing to go anywhere but backwards. I said that all the way back in those years, and I still say that till this day. Not only do I say it till this day, I speak it into your life right now. No matter what your present situation might be. You could be in the program, you might have suffered the relapse, you might be on your way to a program, or you might just turn this video on and you don't know how you got to this video. But I speak this into your life. You are somebody. You are unique. You are special. You possess the heart of a champion, but you must be willing to go anywhere but backwards. Never allow what other individuals are doing in their life make you feel less than who you are. Because some individuals might have different struggles. And sometimes the struggles that they have, especially if you're married, a wife or husband or something like that, and the struggles that they have might make you feel less than who you are. And I don't know why I'm pondering at this point, but I want you to know that you are somebody. You are unique. You are special. And you possess the heart of a champion. Give yourself a round of applause. It's good stuff here. Man, I'm only on the first page here, I guess. I don't even know where I'm at. But let's see. Some told Williams he helped them mature. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go. Some of the students told me that I had helped them mature. Maturity is a requirement for you to succeed. Maturity is a requirement. Maturity doesn't depend on your age. Maturity depends on you not doing something that you previously did when you were immature, period. So maturity is something that it's a process. This process, we was teaching last night. We were teaching, Wednesday. Wednesday night, we were teaching, my wife and I were teaching. The topic was, watch this, y'all, childhood versus adulthood. Childhood versus adulthood. The things that I did when I was immature or ignorant, I no longer do now that I am mature. So some told me that I helped them mature. Remember, maturity is a process. Age, you could be younger than someone and they can be acting way immature than you. Have you ever saw somebody that was a little? I remember a young person, a person that was younger than me when I was growing up. He was he was mature than me, and I knew it. Oh, man. I don't know who his pop was, who his mom was, but I knew that this person was younger than me. But I also knew that he was way more mature than me. Now I don't know how he developed that characteristics, but I was able to identify that he was way more mature than me. But I'm speaking about maturity is because you're going to have to develop your maturity in this walk, because you can't do things that you used to do when you were immature. That goes all the way back to application. Information plus application equals destination. The immature me never wanted to apply the information I knew. Watch this. Yeah, that's good, Lord. Thank you. The immature me wanted to convince people about what I knew. Oh, man. This is free. I ain't going to charge you for this. Watch this. The immature me only wanted to tell people and show people how much I knew. The mature me wanted to apply what I knew. You get it? You get it? Childhood versus adulthood. The immature me wanted to show people and tell people about how much I knew. But the mature me wanted to apply how much I knew. So you got to ask yourself, are you applying what you know, or are you trying to convince people what you know? Wow, man, that's good. That's good. That's good right there. That's a tweet right there. Let me move. Some say he made them not want to come back to jail. So I had some individuals says I helped them mature, and then some of them said I helped them not want to come back to jail. Why? Because when I was sitting there and I was explaining to them how I came through the same halfway house that I was ministering to them at, and how I came back to talk to them and tell them about not coming back to jail, some of them was inspired. Cause why? Sometimes people need to see somebody who has been in their same seat. And when they see someone who has been in the same seat as them, it gives them a little bit more hope. Oh, man, can I get a hand to that? Right? It gives them a little bit more hope to think, because sometimes people be like, I know I'm a little bit smarter than him. He's not all that bright or all that smart. But that's cool, right? I don't care about that at all, right? I know there's a lot of people more smarter than whatever. I don't care about that. I want individuals to be inspired not to come back to the same muck that we came out of. So he says they all gave testimonies. Said the author of 10 books, that says 6, but I got 10 now, on the climb out of the drug abyss, and they jotted down the things that stuck to them. One even broke down and teared up. Watch this. They jotted down the things that stuck to them. During the course of me going through this whole video, there are things that might not be jotted down on the screen, but there might be things that popped into your mind or your spirit. Those are things, listen to me, those things that popped into your mind or in your spirit and you jotted down, those are personal things for your life. Because if it's not written up there, and I'm not verbally saying it, and you caught something by what you heard or what you just read, and it's totally different from what I said, and it's totally different from what you're reading, that's what you call a personal word for you. Oh, man, listen to me. Whatever you jot down that you catch, it's personal. You need to jot it down. Put it on whatever paper, put it in the book, and you need to go back and revisit it the next day. Go back and revisit it another day. And you might notice you have a few things jotted down, and it will start to become a love letter to yourself. Oh, man. Oh, man. Listen to me. It says, and they jotted down the things that stuck out to them. One even broke down and teared up. The reason why one of them broke down and teared up is because they told me that they previously have been thinking about all the opportunities that they had not to come back, but they never cherished the opportunities. That's a point right there. Cherish your opportunities. So let's see what else we got. Let's see. All right. That's good. That's good. Let's look at the 90 minutes classes are held once a week. It's our aim to try and take the brokenness that people sometimes feel or have inside due to being incarceration and rehabilitation. Watch these. Watch what our purpose is, and use it to push them into something greater. So we are Minor Adjustments' purpose is to take the brokenness that you may be feeling due to your repeated failures and try to use it to push you into something greater. Watch this. The key to pushing you into something greater, you have to make sure you don't go back that way. As long as you're not going backwards, it's easy for you to walk into something greater. Watch this. This right here is totally true. If you don't go back and don't accumulate anything, it's better than where you came from. if you going forward, right, and don't go that way, your life is already better. It's better because you're not stealing, you're not on drugs, you're not waking up sick. Your family want to invite you to the events instead of them running around holding their pocketbooks. They asking you, can you go get my coat and pocketbook? Your life is totally better. It's greater if you never even go back, even if you don't accumulate anything going forward. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Let's move. All right. I tell them that my focus is to get them motivated. But motivation is only the start. It's dedication that keeps you going. I got that written downstairs in my gym. Motivation only gets you started. It's dedication that keeps you going. Because a lot of times, it's coming up right now. January 1st, you know what a lot of people going to do? They're going to get motivated. They're going to come up with, I'm going to get on this diet. I'm going to start this new. I got a vision board. They're going to be motivated. About time January 31st come, all that motivation is going to be gone. The only people who are going to take what they plan to do at January 1st into February are the individuals who turned their motivation into a dedication. I have a lot of individuals who start out motivated to do something, but it's not motivation that keeps you going. It's dedication that keeps you going. So when I get up in the morning, again, I'm a drug and alcohol counselor. When I go to work, I help individuals get themselves together or get into a program. I help them find a bed for a program. I help them get transportation. I give them some food to eat. I'm motivated. I'm dedicated, right? I come back the next day. I'm dedicated to it. I do the exact same thing. God put me in the position to help other individuals. I don't have to recreate anything. He put me in the position to do that. I simply focus on that particular task. Watch this. I am not motivated. I'm dedicated. Motivation will get you to Monday, but dedication gets you doing it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You know what I'm saying? So motivation only gets you started. It's dedication that keeps you going. So wherever you are, if you're in a facility and you're motivated, it's a beautiful thing. But you need to shift. Everybody say shift. You need to shift that motivation to dedication. When it becomes dedicated, it becomes something, it becomes your lifestyle. Woo, man, I'm giving y'all a lot here, man. I'm giving y'all a lot of... Listen to me. I'm giving y'all a lot of different principles. Not only am I giving you principles that you can use for yourself, I'm giving you the principles that I apply to my life on a daily basis. It's a lifestyle for me. It's not something that I have to create. It's something that I live. This is what I do. I know in every area of my life, no matter what it is, I have to take motivation. Motivation gets you started. That's beautiful. It'll get you started. But in order for it to carry on, it takes dedication. You're probably thinking now about some things that you started and you're wondering why you put it down. It's because you never shifted. Somebody say, I'm shifting. You have to shift to dedication. Once you shift to dedication, it goes to the next level. Let's see what I got here. I'm gonna wrap this up. Let me see. This latest group to a man said they wanted to get out of jail and teach others and try to help them. Watch this. Let me show you something. This latest group to a man said they wanted to get out of jail, teach others, and try to help them. Now watch this. when I did this graduation, this was like my first graduation or second. But anyway, when the individual students, the students said that they wanted to get out of jail, teach others, and try to help them. That's where minor adjustments facilitators course came from. Oh, y'all not listening to me. The students have gave me ideas that I had got motivated about. But motivation only got me started. They motivated me by saying, wait a minute, y'all want to do what I'm doing? So I created a curriculum for the facilitators. Watch this. The motivation from that graduation wasn't going to get me to write a book about a facilitator. It was me dedicating to what was motivated by the students. So now, not only did I get the anywhere but backwards from the student mentioning it, I also came up with a curriculum because one of the students mentioned it. I'm going all the way back to you. The information you have is more valuable. It's valuable information, not only for yourself, but for people who might be near you or above you or teaching you. You got to understand you're packing. You got a lot of information. But a lot of times, let's say the individuals who came up with you should get, they said you should get, we want a bracelet, right? They never probably, they had the thought about it, but they never was like, I'm going to go get a bracelet, right? So let's see. I'm going to pull over. In order to do that, okay, I'm going to stop right here. The latest group to a man said they wanted to go back to jail and teach others and try to help them. Williams said, it shocked me, he said. They said, I want to do what you're doing. I want to come back to jail and help others. Now watch this next paragraph and I'm going to pull over, pause and park and see you guys next week. In order to do that, they must live a certain lifestyle. Watch this. To get cleared to do it, said the man who gets motivational speeches all over South Jersey. Watch this. This is important. In order for them to come back and do what I'm doing, they first have to live a particular type of lifestyle. Meaning they're not committing crime and they definitely ain't going back that way. So they're going to have to do that in order to be a minor adjustments facilitator. It's not only about teaching the group. It's also about you showing it in your lifestyle. So before we facilitate or allow facilitators to facilitate, we'll get them through the training. We'll have them all go through the training, the courses, the videos, and do all of those things. And now my wife and I sit back and we watch them from afar. I don't have to be in your state, but I definitely will be connected to somebody who's connected to you to find out, are you actually living it or are you just talking it? Again, this is Minor Adjustments Program. Minor Adjustments is dedicated to preventing and reducing crime. Our primary purpose is to teach men and women how to make the minor adjustments that are necessary in their lives, which will allow them to obtain and maintain a productive lifestyle after incarceration and or rehabilitation. Our motto is anywhere but backwards. If you got something out of that, make sure you like, share, to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we will see you again next week.